All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another weekly setup. So, as last week, we broke down about 20 pairs and we took out our top 7 pairs for the week. In which, as the week went on, we had 4 wins and 1 loss from those pairs we took out last week. So, this week we are going again with the same energy because it looks like this year we're having a lot of good markets that are ready, and to make a lot of money from. So this week we'll be trying to double up those wins in order to be able to scale through, because there are a lot of things I need to do. I need to pass props. I need, you know. So I'm just going to break it down for you. So let us get directly to the video, guys. All right. So on the weekly time frame now, NZD/USD, the first pair we have for the week. So as you can see, the weekly time frame is bearish, and this is the price action for the weekly time frame here. I just did it and brought it out, so you can see that we're creating lower low, lower high, lower low, then shifted bullish here by breaking this lower high, and then shifted bearish here by breaking this lower low. The market's from higher low, the market's from there. This market is bearish on the weekly time frame. Now the daily time frame. What do we have on the daily? We have a left head, right shoulder on the daily, and the break of the neckline. The 4 hour, we have double head and shoulder pattern. I'm not sure you guys can see the second one. So this is the first left head, right shoulder, right? And then on the right shoulder, we have another left head, right shoulder break and retest from this area, making this area very valid. And the last time we had a double head and shoulder pattern on NZD/USD, we sold massively, and now we're having the same thing. So I believe we'll sell this pair massively this week we're entering. So what we just need night market to have a retest back to your area of interest to continue the sell-off. So on the retest, the 4 hour is going to shift bullish because this is the lower low, the lower high, the new lower low. So now, by the time market is moving back to retest, the shift bullish. So just wait for a retest and then a shift of structure or a rejection candlestick to indicate our sales is ready. Next pair we have Euro GBP. So for those that want to actually understand how this strategy works, you can just leave a comment down below, and then I will create a separate video explaining for you how the set and forget AlexG trading strategy works to the T. So let's continue with it. So Euro GBP, which is the next pair we have on the weekly, you can see that we are having massive sales on the weekly. So on the weekly, I said before that we're going to start selling from this area. Why? Because we have not broken this area before. The last time we were here, over here, you can see market had a head and shoulder pattern here and sold massively, and we are back at that area again. And the last time market was there was 2024. So we are back at that area again now, and guess what we're doing? We are selling this market to the downside. So we're hoping to continue the sales to the downside. So the daily time frame, which is the next time frame we use, you can see the daily time frame is below area of interest, and whenever we are above, we're buying. Whenever we're below, we are selling, and we are below it now, so we want to sell. The next time frame is the 4 hour time frame. So in the 4 hour time frame, you can see that market is having a 4 hour morning star formation. Now a morning star formation is basically a rejection candlestick that is indicating change of price in the market. So that is what will happen have here, and consists of engulfing doji and another engulfing to the opposite direction, which is exactly what we have here. And what do we have? It's rejecting from the EME here, holding price bearish. So the market is obviously bearish here. We have break, retest, another break. So well, entering this trade, we are basing it off the 2 hours actually, because we have the break, retest. This it already looks ready. Let us enter off the next engulfing, but no, to be more careful, we need another break and retest below this neckline here to confirm we are selling off, and then we'll continue to the sell off, because we missed last week sell off all the way from here. So we're hoping to catch this week sell off. GBP AUD, the next pair we have. So on the weekly time frame, this pair, as you can see, is bearish. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. The daily is also bearish, and the 4 hour is also bearish. Yeah, the 4 hour is bearish. So on the 4 hour, you can see the market is giving us what? A double top on the 4 hour with candlestick rejections from our EMA, showing that market is actually rejecting this area and sellers are coming in. So this is already a double top. We have broken the neckline of the double top, but we don't want to enter while we're still in the area of interest. We need to enter out of the area of interest. So wait for a break and retest under here to enter the sales to the downside. NZD/JPY, the next pair. So NZD/JPY, last week we were looking to sell this market. We got DD at this point here, but we are hoping to catch it this week. Let me explain it properly. So as I said before, from the previous video, you can check it up on my bio. So you can see that I said that the last time we were here we rejected. Same thing with UGBP, and now we are at that area rejecting again with what, a weekly bearish engulfing candlestick, engulfing the last 2 weeks, because this is the last 2 weeks, engulfing it, indicating strong sales. And what precedes it, now we have on the daily time frame having a what, break, retest, break, retest. Let me draw it out. So we have market shifting bearish here, high, high, higher low, high, high, lower low, lower high, new lower low, new lower low, and then lower high. So now we're basically continuing this move the market has really started here. You can see it continuing the move market has started here. So now let's go down to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, you can see that market is at this area here, holding price bearish on the 4 hour. So now we have the 4 hour what, break, retests. And now the retest rejecting the previous area of interest, still 4 hour area of interest. And now an engulfing candlestick here is basically what we're waiting for to sell this market off. But we need the engulfing candlestick to come below this current area of interest, because this now area of interest I marked out with the 2 hour area of interest. Let me show you why I marked it out, because you can see on the 2 hour area of interest we're having a form of rejection from here, price action from here. Now if we should have the break and retest here, it's going to be an engulfing of the 4 hour, and it's going to create what, a 2 hour head and shoulder pattern, which is our ideal entry chart reversal pattern. You can see it to create a left head, right shoulder. So currently only the left and the head is actually forming, so it's not yet confirmed until we have the break and retest. So we're going to wait patiently again for this shoe to form out. Next pair we have NZD, GBP NZD. So GBP NZD is actually bearish, obviously bearish. Now we're having daily reaction from here. This is a daily pin bar from here. So we are expecting market to just have an engulfing from this area of interest. So now that engulfing, as I said, for the other pair, now you can see that the EMA is approaching this area to hold it as support, as resistance, sorry. So now we're expecting to have a break and retest to form our left head, right shoulder again, and then on the retest we'll have our sales to the downside. AUD CHF, the next pair. So AUD CHF, we're looking to buy this pair actually. As I said before, all CHF pairs, I'm looking to buy CHF pairs for the time being, because they are at a low that they have not been in a long time. So you'll definitely start having the push to the upside. Just as I said, it's happening now. You can see here AUD CHF, we have a weekly bullish engulfing this last candlestick, creating a new lower high. On the daily, you can see the market have a daily bullish engulfing candlestick, creating this lower high, lower low to continue the bullish momentum to the upside. On the 4 hour, what do we have? Now the 4 hour is also kind of is bullish. The 4 hour is bullish. Let me show you why. Now identifying trend is very important, and I've seen that most people actually mistake some trend, which is what make them to actually take losses. Now identify the trend properly will help you to take wins. And if you want to learn that, also as I said before, check you can leave a comment in the description below, and I'll let you know. So now you can see that this pair now, this was the previous lower low and the lower high. Now market did not break above this lower high and did not break below the lower low. So whatever is happening within this area, we are still bullish. We are technically still bullish. Just markets having it, doing what it does best. You understand? You need to, and people need to understand this in order to not be taking unnecessary losses. So let's keep it going. So now what we just need is a break and retest above here to create a new higher high to confirm that yes, we are continuing the bullish momentum. And then on the retest, we'll look for entry signals. CAD JPY, the next pair. So CAD JPY are looking to sell it. As I said, JPY pairs move in a specific direction. JPY pairs they tend to move. Most of them tend to move the same direction. I've noticed recently. So I'm planning on, if I'm selling NZD JPY, I'm selling CAD JPY. This looks clean now. We have a head and shoulder pattern on the daily time frame, break on the retest. Now on the weekly time frame, same thing. We have indications of sales. You can see we had marked for 2 weeks, 2 weeks doji here. After that 2 weeks doji, 1 week engulfing. Although it did not engulf totally, but we have 1 week engulfing candlestick Now we have the break retest. Now I'm seeing two things happening here. Let me go down to the 4 hour now. So on the 4 hour, we can have a deeper pullback and then shift of structure to sell to validate this daily pullback. You can see we have a daily pullback that stopped here. So if you have that 4 hour pullback to now complete the pullback to the daily area of interest to sell off, or the second thing I see happening is market just continue from here, having a break and retest. So if market should have a break and retest from here to shift bearish, because we're currently bullish now, we are bullish at this area now in 4 hour. So if we have a break and retest here, we are obviously shifting bearish and we go for sales from this area. So now this trade has two potential entry areas, so to wait patiently for each of any of them to form, and then we enter off it. So I know you must have been wondering what these numbers on each pair is, or these numbers on each pair is simply, all these numbers on each pair, that's simply my my confidence rates for each pair. So the strategy that I use, I break it down and I check. I have a checklist that I use, which was given out by FXLXG. So with the checklist, which you can see here, this is the checklist. I was able to, it helps me identify my confluences and breaking it out easily to give me my values. So the higher the confluence, the more likely I am to take the trade, and the better and the more chances I am to take profit on those trades. So that's basically it. So if you want to be involved in this good trading setup and make more money this year, because this year we are making a lot of money this year, you can join my Telegram channel. I give out trades for people to take out, and we have success stories, a lot of success stories from this place. You can see it's people recovering their lost accounts, passing props, and different things. So for those that are interested, you can actually join through the link in my bio on the description of this video, and I'll see you guys within the week. So within the week, I'll be dropping more videos on the trades I'm taking and more updates so that you guys can follow. So see you guys later.